Hello guys. Oh wow. I watched this movie early October, October 2nd or something, and I'm just doing a video for it now. It's been crazy. I have to do a channel update, but I'm moving out. And I'm moving out with Corey and we're gonna have our own place. We're gonna be moving in a different place pretty soon here. So it's been pretty chaotic this month for us. So yeah. But today we're gonna review the Venom sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage. This one came out, of course, this year, 2021. It's rated PG-13. It's an hour 37 long. It's shorter than the first one. It has 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb without 46,000 user votes. Let's see here. It stars Tom Hardy, who was in the first Venom movie, and what else? And some, yeah, and Woody Harrelson, who's been in gajillion stuff. Natural Born Killers. That's one I should look at, review one day. And then movie was directed by Andy Serkis, who we known from like Lord of the Rings as like Smeagol or I forgot the name of it. Gollum. Um, and then on Rotten Tomatoes, movie has 60% actually did a lot better in this time around. 60% by critics with 230 critics and 84% by audiences, about 5,000-ish user audiences. Now the critics consensus is a sequel aimed squarely at fans of the original's odd couple chemistry. Venom Let There Be Carnage eagerly embraces the franchise sillier side. The audience says, with tons of action, fun fight scenes, and plenty of comedy, Venom Let There Be Carnage gives fans everything they'll be looking for. Plus, I can't miss post-credit surprise. But yeah, I'm gonna say this is a much better movie than the first one. I heard some people claim the movie felt a little too short, but to be honest, I miss shorter movies. I don't think movies necessarily need to be 2 hours long. Hell, the first movie wasn't even 2 hours long, but it felt long as hell. This one felt more focused, more tight. The pacing was better. The villain was way better in this, in my opinion. It was a huge upgrade. Woody Harrelson made this role work well, and I will. It is a shame that this movie was rated PG-13 because with all these things, it should have been rated R. But I will give them credit for a PG-13 film. I think they managed to get the spirit down for the most part, so I'll give them that. Woody Harrelson's really solid in this role. They try. It's weird. It's not really in the trailers, but it's pretty early in the film, so I don't want to call it necessarily a spoiler. But this version of Carnage has a love interest, kind of. And it's like, I know what they're trying to do, but to me, it's like, I mean, it's kind of weird because it made it seem like they're trying to make him a little sympathetic, but to be honest, the movie never fully commits to the idea. The movie just outright yeah, he's just a bad guy. Even though, but whatever, you know? Um, yeah. And you know what? This movie gets a lot of things right. Like the first film, it felt like there's a lot of forced cliches in it. This film was the opposite. Like I didn't think there wasn't any cliches at all that's overused in this film, really. Not for the most part, at least. Um, I love the way they ended things with all the characters. And yeah, that post credit scene. Oh yeah, like that's a big time shit right there. That is like huge. And you see, this is why, and this is the thing when they were beginning this franchise, they were like, oh, it should be rated R, and everyone was like, PG-13, come on. The reason why they did PG-13 because they wanted to make sure that they could cross over with Spider-Man at some point, which is PG-13. But I guess my thing is, why does everything? This is the problem I have. This is the problem. Why do all films have to be the same rating to cross over? Why can't one film series be rated R, and when they cross over, they can go to PG-13? I mean, we're at a point where the only difference from rating to rating system is random can be pretty weird. And to be honest, I just feel like those movies should have been rated R, and then when it went to the Spider-Man films, they could have just made it PG-13 and just kind of went with that spirit because it is Spider-Man's world, so Venom should abide by the Spider-Man world. But when Venom's in his own world, he should have his own rules in that world. That's the way it worked in comics for all these different characters for decades. But for some reason, franchises fail to do that. And I don't get it. I really don't. There's probably reasoning behind it, reasoning that would be hard to argue, but to be honest, I still call bullshit. But yeah, overall, this is a good film. It's well solidly made. It's not perfect. I think I think the first film might have been a little bit funnier, maybe by an inch. And I think a lot of it too was the fact that they focused more on the jokes than anything else. This film, I felt like the focus was more evenly divided. And I think I felt a little more funny in the first one because the first one was longer, so they squeezed more stuff in, and this one was shorter. But, but yeah, overall, this was a really good film. I think the action was a bit better too, and I do think the villain was way better in this one by a mile. And also, it's weird because I don't know if they're gonna do actual more Venom movies. I mean, Venom, this character and the actors and everything. Of course, they're gonna be around for the long haul. But in terms of like just a third Venom movie, I don't know if they're gonna do that. They kind of everything kind of felt a little. I wouldn't say that everything felt wrapped up here, but the way they're directing this character or the characters, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna spawn into like another movie. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. This is a really interesting movie. The first film just felt outside of the comedic banter and some interesting little things, it felt really like cliched, just not a well put together film at all. Like something that probably would have been in the 2000s, to be honest. This one, though, this one felt much well thought out, and it's a different director, which you can tell because Andy Serkis had a much better grip on what to tell here compared to the first one. Now, but yeah, and that's all I have to say. It's just a solid movie. Now, granted, unfortunately, I don't know if it's in theaters anymore. It might be done or winding down, so I apologize for that. I wish I would have got this out sooner. Just things just got too chaotic. I mean, hell, for the first, I will say this, I don't know if it might have been just me, but for a little bit, I forgot I saw it. And not because the film was bad or forgettable. It's just in my life things have been so chaotic. For a few days I remembered. Oh yeah, I have to review this movie I saw in theaters. But yeah, it just a lot of stuff going on. But overall, yeah, I really like this movie. Just a really good, solid movie. Captured still, it just got everything right. I mean, I guess ways it could have been better. I think it being rated R again would have made it better. I think I don't know what else. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some other things, but I don't know, some nitpicky things or whatnot. But I don't know. I enjoyed it for what it was, and it had a great post credit scene. I mean that's what really did. I mean, the movie itself was good, but that post credit scene, that's just big time shit. That's big shit right there. But yeah, in terms of next movies, I'll probably review. Well, Eternals comes out in November, so I'm gonna see that, and I haven't heard the best things about it. So, and here's the thing, and this is kind of a sneak peek of that. Um, quick peek. Based on the trailers I've seen, I will admit the film looks very dry. It doesn't feel lively like Marvel films usually are, and apparently a lot of people say the same thing because I'm looking at early numbers, and it's still fresh, but it's a little worrisome. So we're gonna have to see how those numbers go. I just it's weird. I think it's going to be tricky with Marvel for this new phase. They're going to be being incredibly experimental with a lot of new characters, and it's going to be interesting to see how much they can be able to pull off for sure. But yeah, overall, this was a Venom 2. This was a solid movie. It was still in theaters. Check it out. If it's a little late for that, I guess check it out at home or whatever. Uh, and I'm curious on what you guys think of it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case you want to chat with me, Mike, or anyone else at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. The first one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in About page / About section of our channel. We also have a discussion tab on our channel as well, and can access that through a PC or laptop computer. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.